What is up, guys? I found a video from an escape artist on Spain's Got Talent, España, trying to escape from a situation, but unfortunately that didn't go the way he wanted to and he blacked out. Now, most escape artists, they are illusionists, so they create an illusion. Well, I can tell you one thing, this ain't an illusion. This is a blackout as real as it gets coming up. What is up? An escape artist on Spain's Got Talent, holding his breath, trying to escape out of a water tank in front of a whole audience. That doesn't go the way it was planned. If you're new to this channel, my name is Gert Leroy, helping you master freediving. Let's take a look.
Pedro, si no me equivoco, esto fue el 11 de noviembre de 2018.
About a year ago, before this video, on the 11th of November 2018, something happened. So let's take a look at that first. So he's moving a lot here. I don't know what is happening, if this is part of the act. So he's trying to get out of the straitjacket. But yeah, he's using a lot of oxygen, of course, moving like this. So here he's banging his head against the cover of the water box. Obviously something is going wrong here. He's trying to get out. He knows he can't make it. And at this point, the safety should already be there and assist him. But I don't see any dedicated safety. I see some people standing around here. So here you have a guy, the general security. I don't know if he's part of the safety team, if he has a safety team at all. And at this moment, I think he's already blacking out. So look at this. He's not doing anything anymore to get out of this straitjacket. His people should be there right now to rescue him. Look at this. He's blacking out right now. And no one is going there. I mean, obviously he's blacked out now. Some people are approaching. They don't seem to be in a hurry, you know. So he lost consciousness. Now they pull him out. So obviously this has made a huge impact on him, and now he's on Spain's Got Talent and is going to try this again.
El accidente fue con esta misma urna.
Eso es, yo no te...
So the accident happened with the same water tank. That probably even adds up more to the stress.
tenía pensado hacerlo nunca más y que aquí consiga hoy en Got Talent levantarme, salir y estar ahí encima.
I thought I would never do this again, this act, but here on the stage of Spain's Got Talent, I have the opportunity to show for all you guys that I can overcome my fears. So that's what I'm going to do.
¿Cuánto tiempo estuviste para perder el conocimiento?
Al minuto y medio perdí el conocimiento porque yo no voy a hacer un ejercicio de apnea.
So the host is asking him after how much time would you lose consciousness, and the answer is 1 minute and 30 seconds. Now this is very important to elaborate a bit on this. So for most freedivers, even for beginners, 1 minute 30 may be a very short time. I mean, most people can probably hold their breath for 1 minute 30. He is explaining here, Pedro, that this is not just a breath hold exercise. This is not static apnea. This is an act. Instead of laying down and just focus on your breath hold, this guy has to get out of a straitjacket, has to open the locks and get out of this box, and all of this in front of the biggest audience of his life, probably. So there's a lot of factors that contribute to more expenditure of energy, of oxygen. So there's more consumption of oxygen because you are simply stressed in this situation.
También tenemos un equipo médico que está preparado por si pasa cualquier cosa que
They
no
have a medical
deseamos.
Yo
team,
quiero darle un aplauso porque si no fuera por la gente como
which you didn't have
ellos sí son
before.
los héroes, son los que deberían tener todos los días aplausos.
So he will feel more at ease now knowing that these three guys
Esa
are going to
gente
have an
que
eye on
son
him, and
anónimos,
if anything happens, they will rescue him. He's
Porque ya
wearing
sabéis
a weight
que,
belt
sobre todo cuando
to
tú llenas los pulmones de aire,
make him sink
ese aire
easier
hace
in
que
the tank.
flotes.
All right, so they're lowering him into the tank. So you can already imagine that this is
Empiezan a
very
sumergirlo en
difficult
el
and a
tanque.
static apnea, you know? I mean, you're not exactly
Máxima
relaxing
concentración.
right now.
Hará unas respiraciones de control
So he will take some time to
y el tiempo empezará
get
a
his
contar
mind into
cuando
the
él
zone, but not too much
sumerja
time, because I don't think the
la
production
cabeza
has 5 minutes
en
to
el
wait for an escape artist to mentally prepare for this. So this has to go fast, you know? So there is no real preparation for this. He's going to take a couple of breaths and that's it. So here he's going to take his final breath.
y se
And
sumerge.
he's down. Look at the
Y
body
además,
position.
no solo la
This
dificultad
is nothing
de
compared
quitarse
to
una
static
camisa de
apnea.
fuerza, a partir de ahora Pedro no puede salir.
I want to come back to this 1 minute 30. So that is the critical time. After 1 minute 30, he might lose consciousness. In most Hollywood productions, we're talking movies now, people hold their breath after sipping on pure oxygen. Now, a little explanation about this. So a normal breath hold is, well, a breath hold on which you inhale normal air, right? So the air consists of 21% of oxygen, 78% nitrogen, and 1% other gases. So only 21% of the air that we inhale is oxygen. Now, what do people like Kate Winslet in Avatar or Tom Cruise, all these Hollywood productions that are done underwater, we call this technical freediving. So oxygen assisted freediving or technical freediving, because you make use of something technical, which is in this case pure oxygen that comes from a tank. So then you can hold your breath way longer. I think the world record in oxygen assisted breath holding is 24 minutes or something. The fact that he knows he's gonna be in danger after 1 minute 30 makes me believe that he is not doing oxygen assisted breath holding. Most escape artists, before they come on the stage, they sip on pure oxygen for a couple of minutes, and of course they can hold their breath way longer then. But if you know you're gonna get in trouble after 1 minute 30, that is because you haven't been sipping on oxygen. So this guy is doing a legit pure breath hold with normal air. I think that's important to mention.
Parece que la cosa va bien. Llevamos ya 30 segundos. Pediría a los servicios médicos que os acercarais, que estuvierais más cerca.
All right.
Bien, bien.
Straight jacket.
Llevamos ya un
Done.
minuto. Es apnea dinámica, con lo que el consumo de oxígeno.
He calls
no
it
es lo mismo
dynamic apnea.
como
This
si
is
estuviera en
interesting. He's
reposo.
actually using a freediving term.
Minuto y
Dynamic
medio.
apnea. He's way over time and he's losing it
Aquí es
here.
donde la falta
You
de
can see he's
oxígeno-
losing it here. Doesn't have control.
No
This
lo ha
is
conseguido, no ha podido ser.
LMC is loss of motor control. So you have these uncontrollable jerks, your hands or maybe your head, what you just saw in the video. And this is often followed by a blackout, total loss of consciousness. Breathe, respira, breathe.
Respira. Muy bien, tranquilo. Respira.
Yeah, this is reality, guys. This doesn't
Respira.
look so good, but when you become hypoxic and you eventually lose consciousness. So this only lasts a couple of seconds, then you regain consciousness.
Esto que le ha pasado a Pedro es un síncope.
So what the host is explaining here, that what happened is a syncope. So a blackout in medical terms is called syncope. So he needs some time, of course, now to realize what happened and to have his brain processed this blackout. I mean, it will take longer than just a couple of minutes to process all of this, but he's finally realizing what happened now. Look at this. This is the reason I decided to make this video. So this is a lesson that we should all learn. Superman. Guys, freediving is not about how deep you dive or how long you can hold your breath. Do you know how many people in the whole world care about how deep you dive or how long you can hold your breath? Only one. And that is you. It's the ego talking. That's all it is. I want you to try to approach freediving or breath holding from a different angle. Use it as a tool. Use it as a medium to heal yourself. Heal yourself? Well, what's wrong with me? Well, we all have problems. We all have hidden unconscious traumas that we still haven't resolved yet. I mean, there is not a single person in this world that is free of problems. We all have something to deal with. Use freediving to make yourself a better person. And what this guy is doing here, I think this is marvelous, because when you have a blackout, you can choose how to deal with this. You can choose to be negative about it and let this occurrence be a decisive factor in your further freediving career. Or you can say, hey, this happened. I mean, can't go back in the past. I have to assess the situation. Why is it that it happened? What are the factors that contributed to this blackout? How can I make sure it doesn't happen anymore in the future? How can I become a better person after this? And that's a positive approach.
No lo voy a volver a hacer más porque creo que he conseguido lo más importante, superar mi miedo. Me he metido aquí.
I'm not going to do this again because I have done what I had to do, and that is overcome my fear. That's exactly what freediving is about. And like the famous Umberto Palizari says, scuba divers, they look around, and freedivers, they look inside. Peace in every breath.